Hey guys, so welcome back to the channel. Today, as you guys have seen by the title, we are doing a Garnier Fructis review of the entire Curl Nourish line. So I just hopped into the shower, and as you guys could tell, I am just going through and wetting my hair, saturating it completely. And my hair is on the high end of the porosity spectrum, so that is generally not difficult to do. And then we're going straight into shampoo. So I'm going in with the Curl Nourish shampoo, and as you guys could tell, it's kind of like a creamy, kind of runny consistency. It's pretty loose and it spreads really well throughout the hair. It also creates a lot of suds, so that is not something you have to be concerned about. You know, sometimes you shampoo your hair, like your hair is really dirty, and you shampoo it and you feel like it isn't really sudsing. But this one does a really great job at like really sudsing up and really getting in there and getting your hair really clean. So no issues there. And I do go in and shampoo not only my scalp but the length of my hair as well, so that is also something to consider. Although I think with this shampoo I could have gotten away with just focusing on my scalp and letting it run down the length of my hair, because when I was done and rinsing it out, while my hair and scalp were clean, it did leave me with like a squeaky clean feeling on the length of my hair that I didn't really care for. And this is supposed to be a moisturizing shampoo, so I didn't really care too much for that feeling, and I don't think it's as moisturizing as it probably claims to be. So not my favorite shampoo ever. So of course I'm going to follow up with the Curl Nourish conditioner. And this conditioner, I don't typically use rinse out conditioners in my hair, you guys know this, but it was part of the line, and I also felt like after the shampoo kind of really thoroughly cleansed my hair that I needed to put back some slip and a little bit of moisture in my hair. So I just went in with the conditioner. It isn't something that it didn't wow me, let me say that. This conditioner didn't wow me. It had a decent amount of slip, it had a decent amount of hydration and moisture, but I just didn't feel that wow feeling. It didn't do anything for my curl definition at all, and I feel like that's one of the mainstays of, or the main signals that tells me that my hair is really hydrated, when my curls start to pop. And I didn't, it kind of, this didn't, it wasn't giving me that. This conditioner didn't give me like that really defined, especially my front tighter textures, or even my loosest texture at the very front of my hair. I didn't really get that definition that I typically look for from a shampoo or conditioner, sorry. So it was just kind of okay. So now we're going in with the Curl Restoring Cocoa Butter Hair Treat. Now this is supposed to be used as a deep conditioner slash hair mask. Kind of smells like cocoa butter, duh. It is very thick, like it is going nowhere. It's thick. So I just kind of, well, and of course I'm gonna throw down some, right? You know, emulsified it in my hand and just applied it through my hair. Eventually you'll see me separate my hair into smaller sections to make it a little bit more manageable to really go through my hair and do all of that. With this one, you really have to take your time and go through your hair. It doesn't have a ton of slip, and I feel like it's best applied on soaking wet, drenched hair. And I kind of just go in and make sure I finger detangle my hair to the point where I'm comfortable then going in with a detangling tool, and that's when I go in with my easy detangler and really just kind of brush the curls out until my brush could just pass all the way through my hair, and it does leave my hair feeling good. Again, not the best deep conditioner I've ever used, but it was decent. So then I go ahead and twist my hair up and move on to the other section. I also wanted to show you guys, because my looser textures in the back tend to agree with most things. And even then, you guys saw I didn't get a ton of definition. And so I wanted to show you what it felt like, or what it looked like on my tighter textures, which is kind of at the middle portion of my hair. Again, it still took a decent amount of effort to go through my hair. It doesn't have, like I said, a ton of slip or anything like that. It doesn't give me that curl definition, the hydration that I typically look for in a deep conditioner. Yeah, so this conditioners just didn't, it's not on the top of my list, but it's also not something that I would feel like I can't use the rest of the tub. Like, you know, so I've used conditioners where, like, after the first use, I was like, nope, we're done. It's a wrap. This isn't that, but it also isn't the best conditioner I've ever used, or even like in the top few. Now this says to leave it in for 5 minutes, and y'all know, if you are natural, you already know that is not happening. I just put on my shower cap, and of course I sat with it for like an hour, and then I hop back into the shower and just rinse it all out. I like to leave my hair in the twisted sections. It just helps me to be a lot more organized for when I move on to the styling process. And speaking of styling, let's hop into that right now. Going in with the Curl Air Dry Cream, and this has a very thick lotiony texture, kind of like cream for your skin. This is also not one of my favorite products. I'm just showing you guys how I'm applying it to my hair. It didn't really do much for me, to be honest. Didn't really get a ton of moisture. I didn't get a ton of curl definition or anything of the sort. It just, I don't know. I didn't care for it. And so, yeah, let's move on to the star of the show. Oh, before we move on to the star of the show, I will say that I've seen girls with looser textures use this particular cream leave-in, and they have said great things about it. So if you are like a type 2, like 3-ish, you might be able to benefit from using this. It's pretty lightweight, and so I feel like it won't weigh down your hair. Even though it's thick, it doesn't feel like heavy or weighed down. You can see how much my hair is like bouncing and that kind of thing, but not my fave. What is my fave though is the Curl Stretch Pudding, and as you guys could see, it is thick but not as thick as the air dry cream. It has a little bit of give to it, and y'all, you will see why I'm saying this is the star of the show. Like, it doesn't take a lot. You don't have to use a lot. A little goes an extremely long way with this. But wow. Like, it makes such a huge difference in my curls. Like, you will see how much definition, how much shine. Like, my hair was just singing when I put this on it. And you guys could definitely tell the difference between the side that actually has the Curl Stretch Pudding and the side that only has the air dry cream. It is night and day for sure. It's just like, what? What? No. So yeah, this is for sure my favorite of all of the products in the entire line. Hey guys, so I am back. As you guys saw, I went through the entire of my wash day process, from the shampoo to condition to deep condition to moisturizer or leave-in, and then the curling cream. And this is the style that I came up with. It's just a mini twist, and I just did a few cane rows to the front and did a little humpty hump at the top with mini twist in the middle here. This is the style I came up with. If you guys would like to see how I did this style, like a quick mini tutorial, head across to my Instagram and it will be across there. But let's get into the rest of this review. The only product I have not touched on yet has been the co-wash. For some reason, right now, I can't find it. I know I took it with me on vacation to St. Lucia because that is what I used to co-wash my braids after we came back from the Sulphur Springs. But for some reason I can't find it right now. But that is the only product I haven't mentioned in this video because I can't shampoo and co-wash at the same time. But in terms of my thoughts on the co-wash, again, you guys know I'm not really a co-wash person. So co-washes kind of have to really impress me for me to recommend it, one, and two, for me to really repurchase it. I don't think this co-wash is that for me, so for that reason it's not something I would repurchase or necessarily recommend. If you are into co-washes, actually, even if you are into co-washes, I felt like this co-wash was too thick. Like, it wasn't able to spread through, and maybe that could have been because I had braids in at the time, but I felt like it was too thick and it
just kind of felt like it sat on my scalp, and that's one of the things I really don't like about co-washes. So for me, I would say just skip that product and use a regular shampoo. In terms of the products, the overall line, if I were to be real with you guys, I don't think it's the most moisturizing products I've ever used, except the, what do you call it, the curling cream. Yo, I should go and get it. Hold a minute. Yeah, so I'm not sure how I did this video, and I had to go get it because I was using it while I was twisting my hair last night watching The Blacklist. If you guys are following The Blacklist, oh my gosh, the end of season 9. Anywho, I won't put any spoilers. But, y'all, if you get anything from this line, this right here, oh my gosh, I for sure will be repurchasing. It makes your hair feel really silky. It defines your curls. You guys would have seen in the previous clips how much it defined my hair. Like the air dry buttercream was kind of meh, but when I put on this, oh, I love this. I for sure will be repurchasing. And if you get anything from the line, get this. I feel like the air dry buttercream might work on textures that are looser. I've seen a lot of like loose curly girls use it and say that they love it. So if you have like type 2 or like straighter type 3 hair, I feel like the air dry buttercream might work better for you. For my well, I don't have coarse hair, but for my kinky hair type, it just kind of fell flat for me. Hi guys, it's Nisha from the future. So I wanted to share a few things that I forgot to mention about my thoughts on the Garnier Fructis Curl Nourish line. Now, if you guys have been rocking with me for a little bit, you know that I don't use oils in my hair, and so anytime a brand sends me oils, I typically don't keep it. I usually give it away. This particular oil, I don't have it with me, obviously. I did give it away already, but prior to giving it away, I used it on my cousin's daughter's hair. She has really tangled hair, and I spritzed it with water and I added some of the oil into my hands, emulsified it, and applied it through her hair, and y'all, her hair felt so soft after. It was really dry before and it felt really soft after. It was so much easier to manage and just like pull apart. I'm not sure how the use of it has been on her hair in other applications, but from my interaction with it in that particular scenario, it kind of has like a silky feel. So from that one interaction, if you are somebody that uses oils, maybe you could look into it. I didn't even look at the ingredients, really sorry guys, so I can't say if it's like a all natural oil or what, but if that is something that you are concerned with, definitely do check out the ingredients before you purchase. But like I said, from that one interaction, I think it kind of gives your hair like a silky kind of feel, so it's a lot easier to detangle if you wanted to use it as a pre-poo or anything like that. One other thing I forgot to mention, and like I said, this is Tanisha from the future, so it's been a week since I've had these twists in, and you guys saw the original hairstyle. And I did over the front because the cane rows had started to get very messy, and I was like, nope, can't keep going out the house looking like that. So I did over the front in regular mini twists. And one thing I forgot to mention, or I forgot about because I was just using the products for the first time, when using the refresher spray and then reapplying, because I only reapplied the curl stretch pudding on the parts that I redid, just to help the ends curl or coil back up when I twist them around my finger. And one of the things I forgot about in previous times using it is that I feel like it builds up quite easily. Like even when I undid my hair under the cane rows to do the twist, like there were a lot of flakes. So I'm not sure if it's the air dry buttercream or if it's the curl stretch pudding or if I just use too much, because you can be heavy-handed with this product and it does kind of get a little bit tacky. But when I took down my hair, it was still very soft after like 4 or 5 days. Hadn't re-moisturized, hadn't spritzed my hair, hadn't done anything. And so for that, I like it. I just don't like the build-up that I can get with these products. And when I do use refresher spray, to me, I don't like it. It's not something I would ever repurchase. I feel like I could just spritz my hair with rose water. and I won't get that glycerin kind of sticky, kind of tacky, like you kind of feel it on your fingers almost. I don't like that feeling, and I don't like how much the cream tends to build up, and I kind of have flakes. But like I said, I actually really like the Curl Stretch pudding, and it's something I will continue to repurchase because I love it that much. I feel like maybe the air dry buttercream is maybe the culprit because that is not my favorite product at all. So I'm going to try to use it with other leave-ins or even by itself and see how I feel about it. I'll probably update you guys over on my Instagram because I won't make a full video just for that purpose. But yeah, I think those are all of my final thoughts as I sit with this right now. I have collected myself, and I think those are all the things I needed to tell you guys. So now that we've finally come to the end of this video, I hope you guys found it informative, helpful. If you have been thinking about trying out any of the products in the Garnier Fructis Curl Nourish line, I hope I was able to give you some insight into what to look for, what you may or may not like. But again, this is just my opinion. Try the products out for yourselves and see how they work for you. Like I said, if you get nothing else from this line, the Curl Stretch Pudding, say that fast 3 times, is like bae for me. It is something I would repurchase in the future. The other products, not so much. So yeah, those are just my thoughts. So yeah, if you've gotten to this point in the video and you're not yet subscribed, sis or sir, you really should hit that subscribe button, because if you've gotten this far, it means you like my face, you like hearing what I have to say, and it would really mean a lot to me if you hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share, all of that good stuff. And don't forget to continue to nourish your mind, body, and spirit. And I'll see you guys in the very next video. Take care, guys. Bye!